What up, world? It is the Data Darling here on the Arcanic Archives doing a Data Doll deck tech. So we're going to be trying to boost in some Blitz. With this Data Doll deck, I did find a list and adapted it to fit my needs. I've played it in paper and I've won some physical games in my local game store. So I wanted to show off this list today for you. We are starting with our equipment setup. I have the Achilles Accelerator. I have not found them super useful. I'm looking for a good replacement, but adaptive plating is a little more than I want to shell out in paper right now. Speaking of adaptive plating, I have been using one in my arm piece. However, Talishar, since Bright Lights, does not use adaptive plating correctly, so thus I will be subbing in Galvanic Bender today. I like adaptive plating, especially in Data Doll, because you always, or almost always, I should say, have an item that you are ready to blow up, trash, get rid of for that extra block. I think blocking is the thing that Data Doll does the worst. So having Galvanize at your fingertips is incredibly useful. Teklo Foundry Heart works in this deck. Teklo Foundry Heart is the literal heart of this deck, because if you pay one resource, say pitch a red into Foundry Heart, and you banish off two cost items plus gain 2 resource from it, you turned 1 resource into 6, and that is a miracle worker in this deck. Teklo Plasma Pistol, of course, pistol package, and I'll explain our end goal with that pistol later. And Viziertronic Model 1 is most important for helping filter your hand, getting those items out of your hand onto the top of your deck so that you can hopefully boost them or Teklo Foundry Heart them off it later. In the deck, I believe we are about 50% items. Let's take a look. We go, I forgot where to find it. Items, yeah, 20. We've got 20 items here. Our items include Red Boom Grenade, because we love pushing extra damage. Shields, Dissolving Shields, Mini Force Fields, Dissipation Shields. Those are, like I said, Data Doll does blocking the worst. So let's help her out there and give her these shields so she has something else to hit or to block the defense. Dumpster Dive, because if you're playing the deck right, you will have an item on the top of your deck to boost off. And thus, it's a 1 for 5. Not bad at all. Expedite, because we like getting items out of our hand for free. We're not paying for them. And it's a 0 cost boost card. Does damage. Good enough. I totally skipped over Plasma Mainline. Plasma Mainline, I know feels a little bit like, that card's been around for a while. We don't play it much. But in this deck, it works. Because so many of our new items, Boom Grenade, Dissolving Shield, Mini Force Field, Hadron Collider, and Polarity Reversal Script, which I'll get to, those are all cards with crank. And if you crank a card that you didn't actually play, you gain an action point. By didn't actually play, I mean if it entered the arena not as an action. So if you banish it off the top of your deck, it'll come in without you using an action point to play it. Thus, if you crank it, you gain an action point. You'll gain an additional action point, essentially. Same goes for if you expedite it. If your expedite hits and you put an item into the arena, you didn't actually play it and use an action to play it, so you can crank it. If you crank something like your Dissolving Shield or your Mini Force Field, well, oh no, now it doesn't block for as much as you wanted it to. That sucks. Unless you Plasma Mainline it, then you net zero your Steam counters and gain an action point. That is why Plasma Mainline's here, and she is working for us. Speaking of the items here, I said Polarity Reversal Script. That's down here. Polarity Reversal Script makes your opponent's action cards block for 1 less against your Mechanologist attack action cards. I find that really useful for the general lowering their defense. A lot of people are like, oh, why not play Penetration Script that just buffs all your attacks by 1? I think that there is something to it being on the opponent to calculate the -1 counter. I also feel like it messes around with the breaking point. Like if you are attacking for, a lot of these cards attack for 3. If you're attacking for 3, many cards in Fab block for 3. Okay, fine. If you're attacking for 4, yes, they would need 2 cards, but if you're attacking for 3 and their 3 blocks are now 2 blocks, it's an easier way for you to take 2 cards out of their hand. Or they feel the need to give you 2 cards because of that deficit. Sprocket Rocket is here for the same reason Dumpster Dive is here. T-Bone. Everyone loves T-Bone. I'm only running the reds because blue T-Bone's really sad. Full color of 0 to 60s, though. Zipper hits in red and blue because we need that resource. Dissipation Shield's awesome. Hadron Collider. I always call it Haldron Collider, and I don't know why. Hadron Collider, I'm not convinced on that card. I'm not sold, but it has a home here right now. Down at the bottom, Microprocessor. Who's playing Data Doll without her specialization? Honestly, would think that she would not be overpowered if she could start with it, like Dash can start with an item. Optical Monocle, because if you don't know what's on the top of your deck, you're doing this wrong. And Techlo Pounder, just to push a little extra damage. In the inventory are cards that, they may have a home in this deck somewhere. It's not every pairing. Like Induction Chamber and Plasma Purifier, the Pistol Package. My goal is to crank in my turns to be able to shoot my pistol twice. You don't need the Pistol Package if you're shooting your pistol twice in a turn, or more than twice even. Tick-Tock Clock is another bomb. I want to love it. I don't. And Signal Jammer, I actually don't remember Signal Jammer too well. Oh, that nerfs some decks. Not all decks, but some decks it can nerf them. Not sold on that card either. And at the bottom, since this is a borrowed deck or a borrowed deck list, they had Stasis Cell in the maybe board. I'm not convinced, but it's a beautiful card that I could stare at the art all day. That's enough Stasis Cell appreciation. So let's take this deck and let's dive right into Talishar. Can I choose Adaptive Plating now? Did they fix it? I don't know why I can only wear it for legs, but they fixed it. All right, I want to go first out of fear of the all item hand, the Data Doll syndrome. They said good luck, have fun. That's so nice. Rhinar is not my best pairing, although I did kick a Rhinar's butt on Tuesday at my local game store. Let's start by playing a... Let's crack Visiertronic on turn 1. Play 0 to 60. Boost it. Choose a card to put on top. Let's put Dissolving Shield on top. I boosted off a microprocessor. That's how you play this game. Yes. All right, waiting for other player to choose a block. They're blocking with their beaten trackers. Good for them. Now I've got a T-bone. Oh, and riled up. Yeah, they're going to dump their hand in front of this. That's okay. Choose a reaction. I don't have a reaction. Waiting for other player to react. Okay. This is where I'm not good at this game. Choose an action. We're going to Dumpster Dive. Choose a card to pitch. Yes, I want to boost that shield that I put on top. Since I pitched a red, I actually don't want to crank because I have no resource left. All right, choose an instant. What instant? Oh, it wants me to choose the shield. No. All right, turn 1 microprocessor is 10 out of 10. We may have this game, and it's the very first turn. I have no reactions. I have an action point, but I can't afford to do anything, so I'm going to pass my turn and draw new cards. We got T-Bone, we got Expedite, and we got Dumpster Dive. Okay, very similar to before. We can... Oh, none of these are items. So we'll microprocessor to opt at the start of our turn, I think. Barraging Beatdown, they're going to intimidate something. Fine. And we'll live. What is it asking me to do? Oh, that's fine. They barraging beatdown again. Double red barraging beatdown. Claw for... Oh, choose an instant. Not now. Okay, so claw for 11? Oh, plus 8. Jeez Louise. And I'm so mad because look at my feet. It said I could put adaptive plating there and it lied. All right. In my banish zone, I know I want to play these two, which means I need to have T-Bone in hand. So, does it have go again? Probably. Blocking 3. That's so sad. Move to the reactions. I'm going to instant speed use my dissolving shield to block an additional 3. Didn't I choose my dissolving shield? Yeah. I'm going to use all 3 layers of my dissolving shield and block as much as I can. Blocking 6, taking 5. Should be how it works. No reactions. Yes, took 5. They're arsenaling. We got our cards back. Thank goodness. Let's use this to opt. Optical monocle. Leave it on top. 10 out of 10. This could not get any better. Let's expedite. Let's start with this. Yes, I want to boost it. Get that optical monocle. Yes, sir. All right. The flesh bag. Choose an instant. I don't have an instant. Continue. I have no reactions. Oh, they banished a card from my hand. Shoot. Oh, that is something. Good on them. But, oh no. Alright, do we pitch into Foundry Heart and shoot? Or do we just T-Bone for 3? We want more items out. Let's Foundry Heart. Pitching that to banish both my data links. Amazing. I have 2 resource at least. Let's load the gun and shoot the gun. Looks like they want to take it. Great. I guess we'll arsenal this since we can. No, an item in hand. We don't like that. Don't they know we don't like that? Waiting for other player to choose if they want to destroy beaten trackers. They banished a card of mine. Alright. Goliath Gauntlet. Here comes their big turn. They got Blood Rush Bellow and Goliath Gauntlet. I think they should just pass the turn. Not gonna lie. It'd be really polite of them to pass the turn. And Massacre, leaving me with an item in hand. Oh, leaving me with no hand. Sorry. They're attacking for 10. I can block 1. I was really hoping for a shield. Yikes. And they had go again. No, I can't do anything. I can't. Well, you saw the downsides to Data Doll. You saw her lack of block. Let's see if we can try something else. Let's homepage. There we go. Let's try again. Let's try another one. Maybe we don't want Rhinar this time, but we'll do our best. Blitz. Doesn't matter what my favorite deck is. Create game. We are not falling for the adaptive plating trick that Talishar is pulling. Game 2. Let's see who we get. I'm really hoping we don't get Arcane today. Man, I saw some really interesting things happen last game. I don't think having my shoes on would have helped, but if I had adaptive plating on my shoes like I had selected, it would have helped a lot, actually. Probably still wouldn't have lived, but they had some big turns and they were able to banish 2 to 3 times a turn. They banished stuff on my turn, which made me so mad. I know that it's something feasible. It's totally possible, but still a pain in my neck. Let's see if we can full screen this while we wait. I forgot how to full screen. It's fine. Looking for player 2. I still don't think there's any changes I would make because I just didn't see enough of the deck. Turn 1 microprocessor helps so much, but it only helps when you've got cards in your hand. I won the die roll. I'm playing against the Emperor. I want to go first. But I feel like it doesn't matter against the Emperor. He's going to play on our turns, maybe. Because I know that's how Wizard works. If y'all are not aware, my husband, the Kano player, choose where I want to equip. What? Arms. Adaptive plating! Okay. Okay, they're playing Waning Moon Emperor. Okay. Let's Viziertronic play Sprocket Rocket. Boost it. Oh, I drew microprocessor. No, that's got to go on top. Turn 1 microprocessor is important. So Sprocket Rocket banished. Oh, I don't have an instant right now. Ooh, the Collider. Yes, I want to crank it. Gain an action point. I do not want to play an instant. Okay, so Sprocket Rocket did banish off Hadron Collider. So it gets its +1. Choose a reaction. None. Ah, they sink below. Okay. I still have an action point. Should be good. No instance. Just sink below. They're going to sink. No reaction. They should say no reactions. But the Emperor, geez Louise. Okay. We're going to activate Foundry Heart. We're going to pitch Mini Force Field into Foundry Heart. Banish off both microprocessors. This is so amazing. And I have 2 action points. Wow. Let's activate a microprocessor to... Now, having 2 microprocessors is a little bit of a pain. Let's activate 1 microprocessor. No instance. To opt. Don't choose an instant. Leave that on top. We're going to spend a resource on No, let's... Let's use the other one to banish. I have a friend who says if Data Doll gets 3 items out on turn 0, Data Doll wins. I've got 3 items out on turn 0. Banish top of deck. It's the shield. Oh, no instance. Do I want to crank it? I would have 3 action points and 2 resource. No, we're going to leave that. I want to play this. I want to boost it. Boom grenade. Holy moly. I'm geeking out over here. Do I want to crank the boom grenade? No. No instance. Dumpster dive for 6. We love to see it. They're going to draw up at the end of their turn. This doesn't matter. Come on, buddy. You going to block all 6? You're already at 15 life. No? Oh, with the Brave Forge bracers and the furnace. No. They don't know what they want. Data Doll the Emperor. Data Doll the Emperor. Data Doll the Emperor. He's like showing us everything now. I know he's got a sap. I know he's got snatch. Alright, you're finally done blocking. I have no reactions. So it does not hit. The bomb does not blow up. However, I am going to load the pistol and attack. Pew! Oh, no instance. Take the 2. Take the 2. Take the 2. Ah, there's the sap. I know I have an action point, but I have no resource. So let's opt. We'll leave that on top. And then we'll pass. Ooh, all attacks. Good deal. Good deal. Choose an instant. Scar for a scar. Okay. So it will have to go again. Coming in for 4. I can block 3 of it with the shield. Yeah, I think we should do that. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare Foundry Heart as my block. Pass blocks. They're choosing reactions. I'm going to use 2 from the Dissolving Shield. So 1... Come on, buddy. Okay, and then 2. The Emperor does look really cool. Pass. Pass. So I'm blocking 4 or preventing 4. No reactions. Since it has go again, I wanted to save the last bit of my shield, since this is a shield that I can save on. Oh, Ravenous Rabble. Revealing. Red Aether Dart. Oh yeah, he's only got red in his deck. That's my B. Alright. I could adaptive plating to blow up my dissolving shield, and that would block 3. Or I could use a 3 block from hand, or I could just take it. Let's decline blocks, move through reactions. In the reaction step, I'll say I'm blocking 1 because this is going to blow itself up then otherwise. And I'll take 3. Did that have go again? Does Ravenous Rabble have go again? Yeah, it does. Uh-oh. Oh, they're arsenaling. We good, fam. Oh, and Boom Grenade ticked down, but say it with me, everybody. It's still here. It's still a threat. It's here and it can hurt you. Let's opt 1. Because I don't have anything on my top deck. Bottom this because it's an action card. I would opt again, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Which of these is better? This one's better. So I'm going to play Zipper Hit. Pitching Data Link. Yes, I want to boost. Pounder is here to play. No instance. No instance. So 5 with go again, threatening an additional 4 on hit. They're blocking with the bracers. They do know that the grenade will blow up, right? They must have a reaction. They must have a sink below. Or a fate foreseen. Sink below. It's okay. I've got more coming. I've got more. Oh, they're choosing to sink. What you gonna sink? All right, no reactions from me. Let's activate microprocessor to opt. Oh, no instance. Let me opt. No instance here. Opt. Bottom that. Now we can't activate microprocessor again. Well, we could, would end our turn. And I want to hit with 0 to 60. So let's boost it. I was opting to see if I'd get an item. And in this case, I did. I have no floating resource, so thus it's not a good idea for me to crank. And I have no way to get more resource. So we'll decline the crank and we'll just have +1 on our next attack next turn. No instance. Teklo Pounder did trigger this, so it's getting an additional +2, coming in for 6 with go again, but I'm not going to use it. All right, they're defending with Crown, which means they get their cool defense thing. Is that a sink below stapled onto Crown, essentially? Yeah. Or Arsenal. Nice. No reacts from me. Fate foreseen from them. Okay, but this is Blitz. So we've seen both of their sinks and 1 fate foreseen. And that's important to note. I have no resource. I have no resource. We'll end our turn with a microprocessor, though. We can at least opt to see what we're getting next turn. Or try to... Yeah, like, we'll leave that on top. If it were an item, I would have bottomed it because you don't want to get stuck with those in hand. All right. Oh, I have to pass. Haha. End of turn. All right, so we are stuck with an item. It's a good thing we've got double processor. But what can the Emperor do with 3 cards? I'm actually not sure. Oh, if they attack at all, we're adaptive plating. Because that boom grenade's ready to pop. Attempting to end turn. Oh no, that was from me ending my turn. But now it's their turn. I'm intrigued. I don't see a lot of the Emperor. But the tome. I've heard really great things about that tome. I pulled one in Bright Lights and gave it to the Archivist to play in his Emperor, deck. Because he's hoping to potentially move to Emperor when Kano LL's in Blitz, because he's getting there. Alright, you tomed. Now what? Does tome let you draw? Cracked his crown. To play tome again, so he's drawing cards. He's drawing cards. Did he get both tomes? No, okay. That just triggered twice, or it triggered funny with the crown. Pitching Aether Dart. Good, I don't want to see it anyway. We do only have AB1 now. That may have been a mistake against the Emperor, but we'll see. Feels a little bit like he's playing a game of solitaire right now. He's not interacting with me a whole lot. Oh, pitching a second red for the tomes stipulation. Man, playing all red cards must kind of suck. I mean, I'm playing a lot of red cards, but that's just because Data Doll needs the damage. DDD, Data Doll damage. When I put D-Reacts in a Data Doll deck, I call it Defensive Data Doll. DDD. Revealed Emeritus Scolding. I don't want to see that. Ravenous Rabble coming in for 4. I don't have a shield, but I can Adaptive Plating. Let's see if it'll prompt me to Galvanize. Will it let me Galvanize? Since it let me equip Adaptive Plating. Yes, it does. Holy schmoly. You heard it here first. You saw me. Last game, I could not use Adaptive Plating. This game, it's fully usable. They must have implemented it, like, in the middle of this recording. Nice, nice. No reacts from me. Hit me for 1. That's the Emeritus Scolding. Blaze Headlong. 4 with Go Again. Let's try Foundry Heart for 1. I'll be taking 3. Is that what I want? Yeah, I need the cards in hand. Plan to take 3. Yeah. And then Emperor's ability. Search for CAC and attack with it. Okay. At least we were ready-ish for it. We can do this. If it hits a hero, destroy all cards in their arsenal. Good thing I don't have an arsenal. We'll block with Blue Zipper hit. Because my goal is to microprocessor Optical Monocle back to the top of the deck. So, and then 0 to 60, hopefully have something that I can pitch into Tekla Foundry Heart. So we'll block 3, take 3. Unless they have, like, Pummel. Good. Have Go Again. No. Okay. They're ending their turn. Oh, that was a little stressful. Microprocessor to draw a card, then put Optical Monocle on top. Let me do it. Draw, then top deck. Oh! No, the shield has to go on top. Oh well. Well, what we'll do is we'll 0 to 60 boosting to get that shield out. Nice. That 0 to 60 will get a Pounder trigger and the Hadron Collider trigger. So it's coming in for 7, which is not bad for a free card. 0 for 7 with Go Again. It's actually very good for Data Doll. What you gonna do, Mr. Emperor, sir? Mr. Emperor, who got killed by, like, weird Spider-Man? Arachne's lore really intrigues me. It was such a fall from fame. Fall from criminal fame, but fame nonetheless. What could have been a big, miraculous achievement ended up being a path to exile. Alright, no reactions. Is he gonna take 7? No, he's gonna have a fate. And it's gonna be his last fate. Right. You gonna fate for scene and take 3? Or not? And take 7? Oh, Sigil of Solace. Yeah, he still is gonna take 4. I don't have reacts. I'm thinking we activate microprocessor again. No instance. What I plan to do is I plan to draw then top deck, because if it's an attack like this, I'm going to top deck Optical Monocle. And then I'm going to play Sprocket Rocket. I want to boost it because I want that Optical Monocle out, giving Sprocket Rocket a +1. No instance here. Just Rocket Rocket for 4, but that's better than at base 3. So we'll see what they do. They're at more life than me right now, which is not my favorite thing. One thing I want to get out of doing videos like this is I want to get more familiar with the other decks in the meta, because I simply play Mechanologist. They're blocking with Swell Tidings. Okay. No reacts from me. But I only really play Mechanologist. So I would love the opportunity to understand other decks better. Like, this is probably my first, maybe second time playing against the... Oh, it's definitely at least my second. Because I did play against an Emperor in a Super Armory in Pittsburgh. Fun fact. I just want to opt. We'll leave it on top, and the turn will end. Nothing to Arsenal. Ah, double item hand and no block left on my equipment. At least I have a shield. Coax a Commotion. I don't want to get hit. Oh, sorry. No instance right now. Each hero would create a quicken, draw a card, and gain a life. I could draw a card. It does not have Go Again. Preparing for war means making the most of the time you have left. Haha. I'm tempted to Dissipation Shield just because that'll tick down, but this is going to benefit me too much. Yeah, this will benefit me too much to hit, or on hit. Hit me for 4. That's fine. What if he chooses none? It says choose any number, so he could choose 0. And it would break my heart. What's the point in playing Coax a Commotion if you're choosing 0? Okay, but he chose Quicken. He's moving to end of turn. Yep, that'll tick down. Right? I guess it's the beginning of my action phase. Yeah. All right. Since we have 2 items, we are going to start with Optical Monocle to opt. We can be picky. We'll bottom that. We're going to opt again. We're going to leave it on top, but not for the reason that you think. So now we're going to activate Microprocessor. We're going to draw then top deck. I wanted a blue. So we're going to put this on top. Then we're going to play Dumpster Dive, pitching the Pounder, boosting off the Polarity Reversal script. So now all their stuff blocks for 1 less. And my Dumpster Dive gets +1. That's the synergy this deck wants. I am at less life right now, which is a wee bit concerning. Do we want to crank? Yes, let's crank. No instance. So Dumpster Dive for 7. Not bad. It did see the final Pounder trigger. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? See, that's the synergy I enjoy. Data Doll has 1 less intellect. However, she should have serious command over the top of her deck. Kind of like how New Dash does. He's declining to block. He must have a really good hand. Or his last fate. No. He let him hit. He let it hit for 7. And I have 2 action points. Okay, we're going to Optical Monocle. Looking for a 0-cost attack. It's Mini Force Field. We'll leave it on top. Yeah, we'll leave it on top. We're going to Teklo Foundry Heart. So spending 1 resource to gain a Mini Force Field and 2 resource. I will crank. Spend 1 resource on Teklo Foundry or Teklo Plasma Pistol. Attack. So this is pistol number 1. Come on, buddy. If I'm going to shoot 4 times this turn, which I'm totally capable of doing, you need to go a lot faster than this. I'm presenting near lethal here. Because I'm attacking for 2. They've only got 3 life left. But I'm going to shoot 4 times, so they're going to use their whole hand. They still have block. They've got 1 on Flamescale Furnace. But they're probably not going to block with it unless it's dire. Oh, it must be dire. Now they see my plan. I probably could have waited on the accelerator. But it's okay. Hey, this might be their chance to get some wizardy damage in. Alright, we are going to load the pistol and shoot it again in time number 2. No reactions from me. Pistol. Load. No, no, no. Undo, undo. Trying to shoot the pistol. Jeez Louise, that's what I get for thinking I'm cool and trying to breeze through Talishar. When I really just don't know how this whole thing works. Oh, he took 1 last time. Oh, he took 1 when he blocked with Flame Scale. So now I'm presenting lethal, and I'm going to present it 1 more time. So clearly I have the pressure on. It's whether or not I can maintain it. Alright, I load the pistol and I shoot the pistol. For the 4th time this turn. Doesn't that feel good? 4 pistol shots at the king. Man, and he lived that turn. Choose a card from your pitch zone to add to the bottom of your deck. Oh, he's attacking with Blaze Headlong. I'm at 6 life. Let's say 3. Yeah. We will pass blocks. Move to reactions. He can't have anything crazy. Not even a pummel. My turn. I'll block 3 with my shield. No. Blocking 3? It actually doesn't say. No reactions. I took 1. Not bad. Aether Dart, 3 Arcane, and I've got no AB right now. Oh, that was clever. Can they do 3 more Arcane to me? They can't afford to Waning Moon, so the answer is no. Alright. We are going to Optical Monocle to opt 1. 17 cards in deck. So do they, though. They're responding with Stormstriders? I might be dead. They drew just the right thing. I might be dead. This has been such an exciting game. Come on, buddy. What you gonna do with them Stormstriders? Emeritus Scolding, deal 4 Arcane. Oh, deal 6 Arcane, and I've got no AB. Wow. Okay. So you've seen a little bit now about how Data Doll can go off. You've also seen adaptive plating suddenly works. What a miracle. Thank you for watching the Arcanic Archives. This is the Data Darling signing off.